Welcome to South Harmon. Welcome to South Harmon. Hey, welcome to South Harmon. We glad you here today. Another AMA. Ask me anything. Super chat is cool if you wanna pay to play. Like and subscribe, that's what we really appreciate. Let me introduce you to the tear down king. Mike McNutty, ask your questions, he'll answer anything. ATM, you know I don't put them graphics on the screen. Glad you tapped in now, stay tapped in for the team. Hey, everything is posted. Go follow the socials. South Harmon FF tag us if we get noticed. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today. Another AMA. Welcome to South Harmon, we glad you here today.
We made it. How about the jiggle? Now you know it's official. What's up? Wednesday night AMA, and you guys were right. It was supposed to be 9:30, but technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm trying to set up in a totally
bathroom.
new. Yeah, exactly. Can you hear the bathroom?
Yeah, the BDG bathroom, man. You guys got that thing decked out over there, boy.
Yeah, if you could hear the tinkle, man, it really hits the porcelain strong, you know?
Tinkle, 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 tinkle. Let's go.
Hello, what up? What up, hello, what
What's
up, everybody? Poyle's
Eric's
here.
in here.
Oh, we got Eric? Oh, man, easy ease here. We are going to have a ball, Mike. This is going to be fun.
You know it's draft week when Eric's here for an AMA.
I was going to say,
he's got the week off.
If he's up this hour, Mike, this is like the witching hour, man. We're gonna have a good time.
Witching hour.
Let's get it.
It's awesome, man. I'm excited. By this time tomorrow night, we'll have 10 picks in, maybe 12, 13.
Yeah, what is it? 9:46. I mean, we might be halfway through, Mike. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But yeah, 15, 16, right?
Well, you know how they drag their motherfucking feet, man. You know, Bears will take 10 minutes just to pick Caleb Williams, even though they.
I mean,
this whole time.
I was just discussing, like, isn't Washington basically on the clock right now? Like,
it feels like it. Feels like
the
draft starts at 2.
The Bears will probably take, the whole 15 to announce Caleb.
Is it 15 or I thought they changed it to 10. It might be 15.
Did they change it to 10? It used to be round 1 for sure was 15. If it's 10, that's actually a lot better.
Let's rock. When I watched draft day today, it was 15 though, so I can confirm.
All right. Well, hopefully it's 10 then, because I was gonna say I watched it on the plane, Mike, and 15 for sure. Draft Day, such a good movie, man. Such a great movie.
Hey, I don't know why he didn't take the first time the Seahawks offered him the 101 pick. It was very reasonable. 2 firsts and a third.
He had to get burnt, with the whole kitchen stove thing that we were talking about. He had to get burnt a little bit, and then
there was one fuck up in that movie that I didn't like that stood out to me today. It's the first time I've seen it.
Okay.
They announced Bo Callahan as the 2014 Heisman Trophy winner, right? But they're also doing the 2014 draft. You can't have both. He would have been the 2013 Heisman Trophy winner.
That would be an oversight.
2014 draft.
That would be an oversight. Yeah,
somebody fucked that up, right?
I mean, like
somebody fucked that one up.
I'm gonna guess if you keep watching, there's other fuck ups, and it is if you can't handle cheesy, don't don't judge it.
Still love it.
I love it. One of my favorite movies in sports.
I'll probably watch it one more time tomorrow while I'm sitting here working on giveaway links tomorrow night for the draft, round 1. Pow.
Oh, Dynasty Alex says he's going to Motor City.
Oh, let's go.
Waking up at 3 a.m. for the flight, dude, that is – Dynasty Alex is diehard, man. From Florida to Detroit? Damn, son.
A few of our favorite people are already up there. Matty Kiwoom, Cody Carpentier. I see my buddy John McGlynn. He's up there.
Is he up there, Johnny? Let's go, Johnny.
There. John went up there.
Mike, you and him just met up recently, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Saturday. Had some beers. Some beers.
You, Irish exit?
Kids are coming. Gotta go. Peace.
All right, Mike. Let's talk about it. Draft is under 24 hours from now. What are you expecting? Is there anything since we talked last that you randomly are, thinking is going to happen now? Change of tune at all?
For your D-Gens doing betting, I went on with Jim Coventry, just a short little spot last night on his marathon stream that he had, day 2 of it. and asked about draft props, and not something I do a whole lot, but Adam, tomorrow I'm going to be heading over to the great state of Illinois, just across the river.
Really?
We're going to be putting some money down, just a few, because there were some that stood out to me. I was like, fuck, this feels like a payoff. So, first offensive player drafted, non-quarterback, right?
Okay.
You know, Marv's leading the way, Neighbors is up there, you got a Dunze, Brock Bowers. Plus 1,200 odds, though, for Joe Alt. Plus 1,200 odds for Joe Alt. Yep.
Dude, that's great. Mike, we just did for tomorrow, we did a full mock draft of round one, like our final one. I know you guys have done it on Mike's Crystal Ball every single week. If you haven't tapped in, did a mock draft every week. Mike, I had Joe Alt going 5. I love that odds. I almost, when you go, maybe, put a little something on it for me too.
Right. Another one I really liked, plus 900 for Marshawn Lloyd to be the first running back drafted. Now, we probably won't know that till Friday night.
That's going to be a day 2 thing, right?
But if you don't like the Marshawn Lloyd one, how about plus 4,000 for any running back not named Jalen Wright, Trey Benson, Marshawn Lloyd, or Blake Corum?
Jonathan Brooks?
Jonathan Brooks. Sorry, he was up there.
Okay. Woo, Mike, I was getting ready to hammer something.
My bad.
All right. It's all good. So that's 5. Did you give me 5 or 6 names? Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd,
gave you
Trey
5,
Benson.
and it did not include Braylon Allen.
I will admit, like, the odds are awesome, but I if I was betting, obviously those 5 feel like the highest odds.
I'll throw fucking $10 on Braylon Allen to win $400 if I'm right. Maybe he is the first one.
Dude, how sweet would that be if it was Braylon Allen first, and then you hit the 4 plus 4K? Okay. I like Marshawn Lloyd though, actually, Mike, at 900, honestly, too.
I think Rome Odunze had pretty good odds too to be the first wide receiver drafted, where it was like a hell of a payoff, plus 1,100, something like that.
What do you think the odds are, Mike, that he actually is the first? Like, if you had to percentage it, like
10% chance.
That's literally mind meld. I was gonna say 5 to 10% chance.
I'll give it 50 to Marv, 40 to Malik, 10% to Rome.
Yeah,
but you're saying there's a chance.
But you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, I think I'd go 60-30-10, I think, Mike.
Dude, the Vegas odds for Michael Penix to be drafted in the first round, I am not touching them.
Are they shifting a lot?
Holy shit.
Really?
It's negative 200, Adam. Like, he's a favorite to be drafted in the first round now. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I almost want to fade it. Like, what would it be? I wonder what the odds would be if he misses. Damn.
They'll probably only give you like plus 200.
Yeah, they're gonna screw you. Yeah.
Fuck you over.
All right.
Just
some
of the ones that kind of stood out to me. I was like, oh shit, that's kind of interesting. Didn't know that was gonna happen. Number 1 overall pick. You're not touching that one. Negative 10,000 for Caleb Williams.
I mean, we know that's what they're gonna walk to the podium, but what's the point?
Yeah. There was one more that.
What would you have to bet, Mike, to win $5 on that?
I don't know. I'm not a math expert.
I think I asked the wrong. Someone in the chat, like, Mike. The whole point of that is you're gonna have to like mortgage.
Holy shit, Kenneth.
What do we got?
Penix is now negative 400.
Dude, Mike.
Negative 400.
That's Let me ask you this. What do you think the earliest Penix can go
This
is?
was the other one. This is the other one that stood out to me while I'm on it. Just before I forget. Yeah. First defensive player drafted. Dallas Turner leading the way. Latu, Byron Murphy, Jared Verse. All other players plus 1,000. And I would throw down. I'm going to throw down money on that for it to be a corner, like Quinyon.
I was going to say, I think Quinyon.
Terrion Arnold. Yeah.
Arnold for sure too.
Like you get the field. You get the field of corners. They don't list a corner in there, so I'm taking it.
What is Murphy's odds?
Plus 250.
That's not that good. I'm not touching that.
Jared Verse at plus 550.
Is Byron Murphy the favorite then at plus 250?
No, Dallas Turner's the favorite, plus 100.
Okay. Who do you think goes first?
Defensive. I really did like Dallas Turner, and then I saw a nice stat the other day. Not nice for him. That kind of made me worry.
Okay.
It was about win rate off the edge, and all the first round defensive ends drafted with a win rate as piss poor as his.
Ooh.
Not good.
Not good. Not good company, huh?
Trayvon Walker, Cleveland Farrell, Hassan Reddick, but he was as a middle linebacker. He wasn't drafted as an edge.
I was going to say, yeah, Reddick was like a jack of all trades as a draft.
Yep. It's not a who's list of good ones. Shaq Lawson, you remember him? Shaq Lawson out of Clemson. Yeah. Another bust.
I mean, the reason you asked if you remember him, Mike, is because he didn't
do anything.
Yeah. Mike, if I was to bet, I have Murphy coming off first in my mock, but I think he's.
I don't mind that one.
That'd be the one that I would pit.
Plus 250 just ain't like sexy
No,
enough for me to throw
I can't.
down on.
I'm not that type of a degenerate, Mike. I'm pretty degenerate, but that's a little bit rich. I think for plus 1,000 might be worth a flyer. Throw a little something on.
Right. And I like this one. Plus 800. I'm just betting with my heart. Plus 800 for first cornerback off the board. Cooper DeJean.
What? I can't do it. What's
I'm
the
betting
odds?
with my plus 800, man. I'm betting with my heart.
So what's Quinion then? Is he minus?
Negative 135.
It's not that bad.
Favorite.
The problem is he's not a lock. Like that could easily be what's his name from Bama.
Oh, and R.I.P. to Johnny. We got a bet of 5.5 wide receivers. The line is 6.5, according to Vegas.
I put 7 in my most recent mock too, Mike. Do you think? Let me ask you this: do you think Worthy is a first round pick?
I do.
Do you think Keon is a first round pick?
No, I don't think he will go.
Okay. I'm betting with my heart still on Keon. I got Keon late first.
I would bet Troy Franklin before I bet Keon, NFL wise, because of the skill set. Much different.
Yep. If Mike, let me ask you this: so if it's Buffalo's on the clock, let's say Adonai's off, Brian Thomas is off. They're going to take a receiver. Let's just hypothetically say. Who would you have as the receiver that they take? Troy?
So Adonai's already gone, Brian Thomas is gone, but everybody else is available?
Well, yeah, the big three are gone too.
Worthy would probably be my first choice for them.
Okay.
Fits it, does something different. Ladd, second. Then Troy Franklin.
Okay.
Keon would be my last choice for them because he does, in order for him to win, he's going to have to play more of that big slot role in the NFL, and that's already occupied by Dalton Kincaid. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's actually who I have them taking, but I could see them using both. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with Curtis Samuel too, how they really deploy him.
The over/under on quarterbacks drafted in the first round is 4.5. Over 4.5 is negative 300.
So give me the under. What's the under at?
Under 4.5 plus 225.
It's time to start putting my money where my mouth is, man. Let's go.
It locks up with Michael Penix, negative 400 to be drafted in the first round, man. It feels like it's an inevitability at this point. I don't believe it still, but I guess we're going to find out tomorrow night. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole, though. Like, no thank you.
I mean, if the odds are moving that much, though, is that indicative of something? Like, I don't. That's wild to me, Mike. Honestly.
I saw Daniel Jeremiah's final mock today. Had all 6 quarterbacks in the first round.
We're gonna match. We're gonna make history, baby.
All 6 of them in the first round.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, listen,
I don't see it, but Jesus, man, this defensive class is so bad. There's not a lot of difference makers. There's some good corners. There's a couple good edge players. You got a defensive tackle thrown in there. The rest of it, who fuck knows?
Mike, to me, what that would do, if Bo Nix and Michael Penix get drafted in round 1, to me, that says a ton about what they thought of those 22 quarterbacks when all of them mugs outside of Pickett.
Let me just ask
round
you, too,
3.
because the thumbnail is, top 5, and yes, to answer the question for Drake Maye and J.J. McCarthy, I do believe both of those guys are going in the top 5.
I
don't know what order, but they're going in the top 5, at least in my opinion. If I had to put money on it, it's probably not good odds, but that would be what it would be.
For sure.
I will say this, though. Because of 2022 and 2023. Now, 23 was okay because you got Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, A-Rich, right? You got a decent set of quarterbacks. But 22 was so bad, right? And you go back and look at 2021 now. The only one left standing right now is Trevor Lawrence, right? Fields is gone, Trey Lance traded, Zach Wilson gone, Mac Jones gone. Like, that is a complete bust. So you've had multiple years where you really only got 3 quarterbacks for the last 3 draft classes. 4 quarterbacks. I'll throw Chilo in. Sorry,
dude.
Trevor.
Maye's minus 4,000 for top 5. Holy shit.
You got 4 quarterbacks in the last 3 draft classes, still on their team, still viewed as franchise building pieces, right?
Yep.
Does it make sense that the NFL is like running extremely fucking low on quarterbacks, where it's like, we got to do something, even if it doesn't feel like Michael Penix or Bo Nix should be these guys going in the first round? I think it might actually happen now. Like, I'm starting to warm up to it. I know the day before the draft is mostly just fugaz and bullshit, and but there are some nuggets in there. If I'm reading the Vegas tea leaves, at least I'm reading the mock drafters and lining this up, I'm going, okay, this shit might actually happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Mike. There's definitely enough teams that can talk, if they believe in the player, that they can talk themselves into, we need a quarterback. I mean, we've done that exercise how many times? I'm kind of curious, Mike, to see if it's going to happen. I think if we're going to get 6, I feel like Denver's going to take 1 at 12 or move up and get 1. Like, if it passes Denver, I'd be surprised if we get 6. But
I think he had Denver taking them at 23 off of a trade down with the Eagles.
I saw that. By the way, I saw a lot of buzz on that. I don't want to spoil tomorrow, but the Eagles making a crazy trade in round 1 was one of my predictions, and that would be wild to see them go all the way up there.
And it wasn't for
Denver.
a corner,
right?
It was.
Who did they take?
Tyrese Fuaga, the Oregon
Really?
State behemoth. Which makes sense, though. Lane Johnson's getting long in the tooth. We don't know how much longer he has, and he has dealt with a ton of injuries over his career. His ankles are pretty much just held together by bubble gum and duct tape at this point.
Yeah, not tendons for sure.
He's amazing, but that is a concern. Like, how much longer does he have? Our left side is completely just fucking stacked right now with the rugby player, but the right side is a question mark going forward. But it's the NFL too. Like, I don't know, you might be able to move his ass inside to guard or something like that too. In the meantime,
what do you think the latest Marv can go is? Like, what do you think if, let's say the quarterbacks go 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
Yep.
And let's say Joe Alt actually goes 5.
Yep.
Like, how far can Marv actually fall? I don't think the Giants would be staring Marv in the face and say no. But what do you think?
I would say the latest Marv could go would probably be, I'm going to go 10. I don't think he falls outside the top 10, but I can see a scenario where he is the 10th pick.
Really? Now, if he's the 10th pick, what receiver is that off the board?
I will go second receiver off the board.
I would get behind. I can get behind. Like, I think the latest he can go is receiver 2. I'm not going to say that even Rome or Malik couldn't go ahead, but I don't think that both will go ahead.
I would agree with you. I don't think both will go ahead. I'm just projecting maybe one. That's a C4 at 10 p.m. Get him, Andrew.
This one's gone. This one's what we on, baby. Come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. You think I'm gonna go to sleep the night before the draft? It's like asking a 5-year-old to go to bed on Christmas. It's not happening.
We're at vastly different spots here, right? You're taking uppers. I'm taking downers.
Mike, actually, what's weird is I was like getting ready to pour up, and I'm like, they don't have any. The old office used to have a bunch of boozers, and I don't think there's anything here. So I may for day two, Mike, I'm gonna need to go make a little stop to the liquor store. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Make a run.
Let's get into questions. Geist here, Mike. Best ball. Easy start for us. And it's 12 team. Mike, you got a day off tomorrow, don't you? This is right up your alley. 12 team best ball start 11. Up tier to CJ Stroud from Kyler Herbert plus a random 25 first too much. 100%. Herbert's a little different. Herbert's a little different. Kyler in the 25 first, no chance.
No, I'll take Kyler straight up over CJ Stroud. Sorry, guys.
If you wanted to take CJ straight up over Kyler, like I'm not. We
Sure,
have
do your thing.
we have tons of data pulled recently to tell you why we would take Kyler, but sure, a 25 first versus a 25 first in Kyler. No, let me ask you though, Mike. Herbert in a 25 first or CJ Stroud?
If you really wanted to, yeah, go for it. I think it's still probably a little bit too much. I'm fading Herbert, but in reality, like him and CJ Stroud could have pretty similar finishes at the end of the day. Neither of them are going to be elite difference makers in your league, though.
Kyler, I would just hold, okay? As far as Herbert, I think right now there's probably a chance that most people aren't as low as we are, like Mike and myself. So
Yep.
I would say that I would just try a different target, Mike, from Herbert. Like if you wanted to get off of Herbert, I'm cool with that, but I'm not paying the CJ Stroud price. By the way, I see a super chat here. So
Motherfucker.
Matt, I don't have anything to drink. This isn't fair. Mike, I guess you got to drink twice, huh?
You know Matt's been saving up for this event.
Oh,
last
buddy.
year.
Oh, 100% he has been. Are you kidding?
Eric, I'm going to need you to step up tomorrow night when Matt inevitably gets me drunk before we're through 10 picks. Thank you.
That ain't right, Mike. That ain't right. Mike, you know what'll be sweet? Like a really boss move? If Matt's on the stream and is super chatting you.
You don't think
via
he
mobile to get you drunk? Mike,
Yeah.
I'm saying that's a goated move.
He does know, though. He's going to be on the stream, though, and it's a requirement for everyone to drink when they're on the stream.
I feel like Matt, though, coming on a stream with us, draft day, all the nerves, just he'll have no problem just shooting it, throwing him back.
Yeah. There we go. He'll be in. Hopefully he doesn't lock himself in a room again, like the Expo.
To be completely honest with you, Mike, I kind of hope he does lock himself in a room again.
Fuck it. All right. I'm with you. I hope he does, too.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, Mike. Let's see what else we got here. Damn. Matt, appreciate the super chat, though. You're my boy, man. You are my fucking boy. Let's see. We had another one here. Oh, yeah, we already answered that one. All right, let's go to this. Greg says, let me just hold on. I got way too much happening right now. Sorry. Apologies. 12 teams, start 10, full PPR, Superflex. We got A-Rich, we got Cousins, and Baker as the QBs. All right. Brees, Pacheco, B-Rob. That's the bad B-Rob, I got to assume. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Ayuk, Kirk, Keenan, Deontay, McBride, 104, 111, 225s, 426 first. Man. Thoughts on Ayuk, 25 and 26 first, Pacheco for Chase and Derrick Henry. Start 10, Mike.
That's too much. Pacheco, Henry, wash. So it's Ayuk and 2 extra firsts for Jamar Chase. It's start 10, start 9, you can maybe make a case, but Ayuk is really fucking good. Really good.
Yeah, I mean,
I couldn't give up 2 more firsts to move up to Chase.
I'll be honest, Mike. I think I could make this palatable if Pacheco wasn't going in. Like if I was getting Henry as the piece extra, so it's Chase, I could do that. I'm not throwing you 2 first, Ayuk and Pacheco, because Pacheco to D. Henry, although I think Derrick Henry can be better this year than Pacheco.
For sure.
Pacheco's going off the board first. So I'm giving you the better running back? Nah. I'd be willing to, if you can pull Pacheco out of the deal, I think I'd be willing to do it. But, Mike, just straight up, Ayuk in 2 firsts, unless I can promise that those firsts are like 110 or later, that's way too much, bro. Just feels like it's too much. Doesn't it?
We got a couple of what ifs tomorrow night, right? What if T. Higgins gets traded, and now it's Jamar Chase, and we're in this whole could break fantasy mode. Like, I get that.
Type targets type thing, yeah.
What if Ayuk goes to a pretty decent landing spot?
What's the best case scenario for Ayuk? I was actually going to ask you this. I'm glad we brought it up.
It ain't going to happen because it's in division. But, Cardinals on a trade back or whatever, with one of their later first acquire Ayuk. It's within division. It's probably not going to happen, I would assume.
There's always a price. Everybody has a price, though, Mike, right?
We have seen in-division trades before, but,
TJ Hockenstein?
Ayuk is the number one option with very, very limited target competition versus what he had in – now, the offense is much more efficient in San Francisco, But you still got to deal with Christian McCaffrey and Kittle and Debo, and Juwan Jennings is kind of a pain in the ass. You go to some place where you're the unquestioned number one.
De facto one, and Arizona could be chucking the ball too, Mike.
What if they can't get a first for the guy, and what if he gets traded to the Patriots for their early second, right? And they just drafted Drake Maye or J.J. McCarthy.
That wouldn't be crazy, especially, Mike, because you know when you trade for Ayuk, you have to pay him upon arrival.
Correct.
Right? So that's that is interesting. That's an interesting one.
Heaven forbid the unthinkable happens. Now, I don't think it'll happen with money, but what if he got traded to Buffalo, for fuck's sake?
That was going to be the one that I think is the best for him. But I also think, Mike, it would be weird for Buffalo to go down the path of trading for a receiver they got to pay again right away after the whole Diggs thing. But to say it's not going to happen or is out of the realm of possibility, how could I say that? No way.
By all accounts, it feels like Ayuk's a little bit more stable.
Well, for sure. I would hope so.
But he's damn good in his own right, and he has produced within the last couple of years, and he's had major competition. I am highly intrigued to see what happens if he's the unquestioned number one in a more high-volume pass offense, right? So, I mean, there's a realistic scenario. His value goes up as well. So it's kind of tough because you're playing both of these before the draft. I would say with this current price, though, like, I'm fucking good. Like, I'm gonna hold on to Ayuk and see what happens, anyways.
I'd agree, Greg. I will say this though: this team is in one of those scenarios where, like, you've obviously done more than your part to get this type of capital and to have this leverage. Now, when I have that, I like to really try to extreme finesse. Shout out to like the shit league, right? I want to just break everybody off. But if you have done this and you decide, you know what, I want to overpay, this is going to be where my overpay lies. Like, you know, I would say no, I wouldn't do this, but I understand if you want to make the overpay for Chase just to lock him up with Amon-Ra St. Brown. You got the upside play at quarterback with A-Rich. You've got Brees. Like, I understand doing it, but to me it's too pricey personally. So
feels a little too expensive.
Yep. All right,
hey, Mike. Joey Cheesesteak. We ain't seen Joey around in a while. What up, Joey?
Joey. Ooh, he's loaded up on Sazerac and Tito's? Mike, that's like
dangerous.
That's like me and you just going crazy. Yeah. Joey, just try to make the whole thing, all right? We want you to be around for the whole entire event.
That's like you and I at the expo. You know, when it gets late and we're like, what the fuck's in this cup? It doesn't matter. That
reminds me of when, like, Rip almost destroyed my entire body and my ankle. Oh. Just like, yeah, you know, we're talking way late in the evening. I like this. Poyle with a great question. Any odds of a 66 milligram showing up tomorrow, Mike?
Listen, I'll never say never, but it's going to have to be one hell of a super chat. Poyle? It's going to have to be one hell of a super chat.
That's Mike calling you out and saying it's on you, buddy.
I mean, that better be 3 fucking figures. All right, for the.
I don't think can it go higher than 100? I don't think it can.
It better be 3 figures. That's all I'm going to say.
$100, $100, and Mike will do a 66 milli.
Listen, we will split amongst the content creators who are hopping on this weekend, all super chats. So Eric, Casey, Fizz, Coop, everybody who's hopping on with us. T-Rock will be on. You know, Adam and I aren't going to take it, but if I got to do a 66 mil, I'm taking that whole fucking super chat myself because the inevitable pain that's going to follow. It's going to be rough.
Mike, I will say this, though. I'll say this. I think what you do, Mike, is this here. I really like where this is at. Poyle says we can pool. Now, Mike, I think what you do is you say, okay, I need all of you guys to come together. This is a fundraiser I'm running here, okay? This is a shit fundraiser. And when you guys get to X amount combined as shitheads, all right, I'll be your guinea pig. I'll throw it in. I think that's what you do, you know?
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
and Mike, and you say, you know what? And all this money is going to, you know, Fizz and the squad, everyone that comes on.
Kenneth, I'm with you, though. I'd rather do weed gummies, to be honest. But
well, sure. I mean, but listen, you don't always get your choice. This isn't how it works, all right? Yeah.
Matt Dennis shots and 66 millis. I feel like I'm going to be in pain tomorrow, and it's a good thing I took Friday off, huh?
I'm not sure exactly what I did that was cold, but I know what I did. I told him that I do hope that he gets locked in that room again. Yeah.
Savage.
I'm not going to take it back, Maddie. Sorry. I love you still, but I mean it. 12-team Superflex, start 11, no tight end premium, lineup league. Okay. Contender with Mahomes, Burrow, Russ, Minshew at QB. I had the 102 and the 104, sent 104 for CMC. Expecting to take Marv at 102. Did I overpay for CMC? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Mr. B, you've already said that's the least he would take, and you wanted to do it. You did. That's fine. Come the season start, like, CMC is going to cost a pretty penny. I wouldn't have done this right now. I think you overpaid, but that's me. I'm not really into buying a running back of his age right now in April, personally, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'd probably still right now have a tough time setting it for a young guy. Brees Hall, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs.
I was going to say, Mike, I don't think I could send 104 for any of them. Would you send 104 for Bijan?
You could make a pretty good case for it.
I think Bijan's really probably the singular exception for me.
And I would say I'll throw Brees Hall in there too, because you did see with his finish to the end of last year, like, all right, man, if this fucker's cooking, fully healthy, like he's the Brees Hall. So I think you can make a case for that. Gibbs would be a little bit tougher, which was why he's dead last in that tier for me. CMC's just, I couldn't do the 104. I'd fucking stick and pick and then, re-explore it once we got closer to the season.
Let me say the other tiebreaker for me, Mike, would be, like, Mr. B, if you want to drop your league in here and we'll take a look at the warp. If you told me that running back warp is, like, insane, have a different conversation. But it's got to be, like, noticeably different than you see other warp lines, personally, for me.
It's just any time with running backs, man, buying them in April, early May, it's always a risk, man. There was a time where we were like, J.K. Dobbins, Cam Akers, Travis Etienne, these guys are fucking can't miss.
We're trying to go into a new draft and be excited. Now, don't make me relive all the horror stories, Mike.
Sorry.
Do you know how many J.K. Dobbins and Akers shares I just died with, Mike?
Dude, you and I both had teams. You remember that year where you had the Achilles, you had the ACL, and you had the foot, where we literally had teams where we had all three of those fucking guys on one team, and it's like, well, T's and P's.
I had a 22 going into that 22 season. I had a team that was in the championship the year before and looked like loaded. 5-9, buddy. Like, everybody died. They all died.
Yeah, and you'd
Scott
already traded
Fishbowl?
your first away.
Oh yeah, long gone. That 104 was someone else's.
Don't even start on the Scott Fishbowl. That was
Scott Fishbowl, Mike.
This season.
Yeah, my first 3 picks hurt before the season started. Just put a fork in
I did see this last week, invites going out for Scott Fishbowl everywhere, all over the place, man. People get tons of invites all over my timeline.
Absolutely.
Good for them.
Absolutely.
Does feel like it's that time, right, Adam? Like, we get the NFL draft, we got the Scott Fishbowl. Before long, we'll be cranking up Scott Fishbowl drafts, and then the Expo. Fuck, the season's going to be here before you know it.
Mike, I will say,
up,
what's up, Chef? I love that AMA has kind of turned into more of a me and you rant. Like, we struggle sometimes to get questions to answer, because people are just like, y'all just riff. No, I'm good with it. It's fun.
Well, next week for AMA, Fizzle's going to come on. It's a Fizzle Friday takeover. He's taking over. He's hosting the show. He's taking it from us. And then in 2 weeks, Jim Coventry, RotoWire, Sirius XM, coming on with us, Adam.
Oh, dub. I didn't even know about this. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Like, Jim's the man.
No, Jim, I like watching his stuff. I haven't collabed with him. That's going to be exciting.
Well, he reached out to me out of the blue about hopping on that marathon stream. And I was like, holy shit, this is incredible. So It was only a small spot because he had over 50 people on there.
I was watching. I'm like, I would literally try to scroll to find you. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to have to watch all of this to find Mike. There's like 1 million people on here. It was awesome.
And I'm like, I'm sandwiched in between Dynasty Warzone and Scott Engel. Like, Jesus. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about fucking imposter syndrome sometimes? I was like, oh, great.
Mike, that's a That's between a rock and a hard place, buddy. Good for you.
Scott Engel. Like, I had no idea what Scott Engel looked like, too, until I'm sitting in the waiting room and I'm listening to him talk to Jim. Because I've only heard him on Sirius all the time, like, constantly, over the years. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's what Scott looks like? Never would have guessed. But son of a bitch, I got to follow this? And then as soon as I get off, I see Dynasty Warzones on there. I was like, God damn it. I was waiting for that British chick to pop out and be like, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Why is Fields going before Wilson in Superflex? Well, first and foremost, let's not act like they're like a pick apart. They're ranked like one a spot.
Yeah.
Now, ADP, Mike, you can't look at our South Harmon because it's still not like up to date because of the trade. But I saw like Keep Trade Cut has them one pick apart, Mike.
Listen, I support good people and good stuff, so I'll go look at Adico's website.
There you
Dynasty Data Lab.
What is it called? Dynasty Data Lab. There you go. Yep.
Dynasty Data Lab. Let's see where the fuck those two guys are at. His are from the last 30 days.
Okay. What do we have?
I'm still trying to find him here. I see Bo Nix way too fucking high.
Like, he's going first round, didn't you hear?
Maybe.
He might go 12.
Shit. Justin Fields at the 705 Adam. QB 24.
That's about right, actually. Shit.
Okay. Russell Wilson, 11-11.
Whoa. Stop. I'll take Russell. I'll take Russell Wilson in a I'll take Russell Wilson in a 4-round discount there, Mike. If it's close, I can make the case for Fields for sure, easily.
Dude, I am full of Fields copium, whatever you want to call it, right? But Jesus Christ, a 4-round discount? No. Give me the 4-round discount. Dangerous. Steel City, let's weld. I'm in.
Can we get a let's weld, Mike? That would be so awesome.
I want a let's weld, Russ.
If Mike started the let's weld, I will. I don't know what I'll do. I'll shit my pants. But Mike, I'll say this: like,
I got a 66 mil that I hope you.
Yeah, if you could do that, that would help me. Russ, to me, in Pittsburgh, like, I know he's not the sexiest anymore. He's not that great of a fantasy asset. But, dude, you telling me that team that's always at least like around this 500 mark with Russ can't be like serviceable to where he ends up being the starter? Like, he might hold off the job. Like, I think there's a real possibility. I'm not saying it's a lock, but I think there's a real possibility he holds on to the job for the full season.
Very well. And I'm full of Fields copium. But
I'm not saying that. By the way, I love Fields, and I could see a scenario where if they give Fields the reins for a game and he plays well, like, holy shit.
Listen to the quarterbacks.
Crazy.
Fields is going over Will Levis. I'll take fucking Will Levis. He's got a job from day one.
Yeah. There you go. And they're about to start. They're about to start throwing that thing too.
Matt Stafford.
I'll take Stafford too. Yep.
A 1-year fucking bet. Aaron Rodgers. I'll take old ass Aaron.
Oh, that one's tougher, but I could get behind it. Would you take? Wait, you would take Aaron over Russ?
No. I'll take Russ over Aaron.
Okay, I will too. All right, just check.
I think the upside's greater for Russ. But they're very close.
Agreed.
But Fields is also going over Geno Smith, which he's essentially in the same fucking spot as Geno. Like, does Seattle do something? There's a possibility they don't. Then you fucking want Geno over Fields. He's going over Derek Carr. And he's going over Daniel Jones.
Derek Carr's, come on.
Derek Carr's fucking starting 2024 for the Saints. Like it or not.
Not.
You could not like it, but he's still fucking starting.
I'm just fucking playing.
Fields is going to be giving you some zeros. Derek Carr will not.
Quite a few. So I'm just trying to pull it up here. I will say, Mike, sleeper on mobile is just. I got to go pull up the app. I don't know why I didn't do that off the rip. Like, just using it from the browser is horrific.
Oh. You said mobile to begin with, and I was like, that's the good
one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant, you know what I meant.
The web browser? Yeah, the web browser shit, sleeper.
I've had too many C4s. I'm talking crazy. The mobile's amazing.
Which is fucking nuts because we got a guy who made the lab. I mean, JCap did a fucking phenomenal job with it. Like, let's get JCap a job at fucking sleeper. Like, fix the web browser. Put fucking
Why not?
J-Cap in there. God
The
damn.
only problem with that is I'm not ready to lose J-Cap, okay?
The only thing, yeah, I'm not ready to lose him either. But like, I'm all good. I'm all good. Like,
No, if he goes to sleeper, I'll be
jobs.
happy as hell for him. Of course.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, BlueStacks is for us Windows people. You fucking Apple people get an Apple app for sleeper. Like a bunch.
Mike
of
throws me
assholes.
under the bus. I'm not a recent convert. Like he just you.
Dude, no, you in there. All right, you're a traitor.
Okay.
You're the Benedict Arnold.
Wow. See,
Fucking
this is what we
Apple.
need. The more he gets to sipping, he starts letting the true emotions out. Like this is good. Let's keep down this.
Polish this motherfucker off. I'll really tell you how I feel.
Oh, please do. Let's do that. I think that'd be a good start to the draft right there. All right, like let people know where we're at, man. All right, so I'm pulling up Russ, by the way.
We have to tell Andrew to cover his ears. He's too young for this.
Oh, speaking of which,
Earmuffs.
Andrew's starting to get the real, man. I'm giving Andrew a nice little dose. We're not going to get rid of that, but I'm going to pull this comment up. He says, all right, Mike, Adam was giving me shit all evening. What do you think Minnesota does? I got to know.
What I think Minnesota does?
Yeah, this is he wants you to make him feel good, so don't do it.
I think it's a trade up for Drake Maye.
Woo! That's his favorite of the bunch. Wait, you think McCarthy goes 3?
I think McCarthy does go 3-2 New England.
You want McCarthy just to suffer.
That'd be fine too.
See, that's the thing, Andrew. Just like I told you, I can read between y'all's bullshit, all right? Your agenda's here. I know Mike wants McCarthy to suffer to go to New England. So he has in his mock, Mike, it's great. If you just understand Andrew, the more you get to deal with him, it's like, okay. He had the Vikings trading up to 5 to get McCarthy. Keeping 23. And
How the fuck did that happen?
Mike, just we're not done, okay? Just
fine.
hold on. They get to keep 23. And then Denver, who he wants to like spite as they just destroyed him, they take Bo Nix at 12. And I'm like, so Andrew, let me just say this. If it's 5 that they're trading up for, and they're keeping 23, Denver is in no different situation than Minnesota.
Right.
How pissed are you going to be if Denver is the one that trades up for McCarthy and y'all get stuck at 11 with Bo Nix? That's what I'm talking about, baby. And he's projecting on that thing, you know?
Hey, Bo Nix in Minnesota. I'm not a huge Minnesota guy, even though I'm close to Minnesota. But I'm an Eagles fan, man. So beating the fuck out of Minnesota in the NFC Championship game and then playing a Super Bowl and winning a Super Bowl in Minnesota's home stadium is the highlight of my Eagles fandom. So
I will say, though, Mike, if what you
I
said
also don't mind if
happens,
Minnesota fucking birds, but Jesus, Adam, you're not wrong. Like, you can't put it in the mock that they're keeping the 23, man. That's fandom.
he's listening to all
23
these
is
Minnesota
fucking good
beat
as
writers
gone.
and stuff.
Nah.
They're not trading 23 and 11 unless they get in the top 3. Okay, well, that's fantasy land.
You will be lucky if it doesn't cost the 25 first as well.
By the way, that's what he had: 25 first and 11 to get up to 5.
And maybe. Listen, in that scenario, maybe the team looks at it kind of like how we look at Dynasty and like Minnesota, you're bound to fuck this up. That
We're
25
betting against
first is
y'all.
going to be that 25 first is going to be top 6.
We're trying to orphan their asses. Mike, but by the way, you made the kids' day. I mean, they trade up and get Drake Maye. I won't be able to I need to leave.
I want to be very, very clear about this too, because there's fantasy and there's real NFL. So if I had to rank quarterbacks for real NFL, like
What up, Jeremy?
just quarterbacks coming in. Listen, I think Drake Maye is the best quarterback in the draft from an NFL process standpoint. Doesn't mean fantasy though. Very different things. So it'd be Drake Maye, then Caleb Williams, then Jaden Daniels, then J.J. McCarthy. Okay? That would be how I rank them from an NFL standpoint. If I'm going to rank them from a fantasy standpoint without knowing landing spots, it's Jaden Daniels first, Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, then Drake Maye.
And that's if McCarthy goes to Minnesota?
It doesn't matter where he goes, right? As long as it's in the first round. I just think from a fantasy standpoint, that
Because he offers more with his legs?
Because he offers more with his legs.
right.
Drake Maye
I
is
can get behind
mobile,
it.
but I can acknowledge J.J. McCarthy is one fucking hell of an athlete. Probably runs a 4.5.
JJ McCarthy's going to end up being – watch when JJ's the guy that makes fucking Dynasty burn. Like JJ ends up being – low-key him, you know, and people
Could
are
be
getting
him.
him at like 107, 108s. I don't want to see that, Mike. For the record,
Dude, I already got a bunch of J.J. McCarthy at 107 and 108.
I wanted to get this question and get to the other one real quick with Fields and Wilson. Wilson last year being pulled for 2 games. Quarterback 15 end of year results and a 6-point passing touchdown. So, I mean, am I expecting him to? I think if he finishes the season, I expect him to be a top 15 or in the range. I think he can. I also think that Pittsburgh's in a unique situation to where if they feel like they lose a game because Russ didn't win it, or if they have a couple games in a row where it feels like Russ could have done more, they got a young stud waiting in the wings that they could pivot to. So I'm not going to act like Russell Wilson's guaranteed to start this whole season either.
Top 15, the end of the part is a pretty bold declaration.
I feel like if he plays the whole season, Mike, top 15 isn't that crazy. Like last year, that's Geno, Carr. You know what I mean? Like it's not. The problem is I don't know that he's going to finish the whole season. So that's what makes it crazy to say he's going to finish top 15, right?
But you had a lot of quarterbacks get hurt, take a shit, right, who are out of that mix, right? You think of fully healthy Burrow, fully healthy Herbert. Like, even though I'm down on Herbert, like, that's a guy still, like, high-end QB2 territory. Definitely within the realm of possibility. You got a fully healthy A-Rich, a full season of Kyler, like, all this stuff incoming. Top 15 seems a little bit of a stretch.
By the way, Mike, I mean, the last 2 seasons, top 15 for the haters. Literally.
For the haters. Did you get that Russ Steelers jersey yet?
Mike, if you think I'm getting a Steelers jersey, period, the disgrace. By the way, I got an Amari jersey. My dad has plenty of Steelers jerseys, all right? By the way, he sent me to school on Browns Day as a kindergartner, Mike, in a Steelers jersey to get completely just
Your dad's my
destroyed.
Dog,
yeah,
he even though we fight over who pays for the check, still one up on the old man.
I'm not going to say that you fought over it. Mike was like, nah. You want to get up? We'll see about who's bigger. No, it's my check. He bullied my dad first meeting. No, this is my check.
Is that elder abuse?
No, it was just, I was like, okay. Dad, I was like wanting to see what my dad would do because that was pretty funny.
You probably never see your dad get fucking bodied for a check before in his life.
Nah, definitely not. Nah, my dad normally has those, dinosaur arms. Like, yeah, I'll get the check. And couldn't reach it, All right, let's see here. We got.
Oh shit!
Who's this year's fall guy? I.e. Will Levis. Ooh.
Well,
I don't know that there is one. If there was, who would it be, Mike?
If there was, who would it be? JJ.
Are you buying any of this? Daniels could slip.
No.
I'm not either. I'm just. I gotta ask the question. I don't know.
If I had to put it on the top 4, right, it's easy to say Penix or Bo Nix, but I'm not really buying into it yet until I see it. But
it's not May. We just saw May was minus 4,000 for top 5, right?
Yeah. So I did see a question.
You can't say Penix and Nix are fallers though, because they're.
I did.
Right.
I did see a question in there from Matt Dennis, why Drake Maye over Caleb, and I'll say this from an NFL perspective. Drake Maye is a lot closer to what teams are chasing with Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen than what Caleb Williams is. Caleb Williams is more of a very, 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 very good in his own right, but he's more of the
Coop.
He's more of the Kyler Murray mold, right?
Yeah.
More of that type of quarterback. Drake Maye is that dude who probably does have like 300 yards in his rushing output, but he's also just has that. Listen, if you can clean up some of his mechanics and his footwork, this dude can make every single NFL throw, and he can make highlight reels over and over and over again, right? I
love this.
He is more Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes than Caleb Williams is. Like, his ceiling, if you can get him right and get him more consistent, is like we are talking about him at Herbert. We're talking about him like Mahomes. We're talking about him like Josh Allen. Not that Kyler's bad, but I think you would definitely say as far as NFL quarterbacks go, there's probably a tier-breaking talent just right there. So
sure.
That's why I have Drake Maye over Caleb.
How about this? Someone's coming. I feel like this is someone coming right at Mike in a strengthy way.
No. This is tough, man. This is a tough statement. Worst version of Fields. I want to know why he's a worse version. Did Fields win the Heisman, Adam?
I mean, no, I don't believe so.
Did Fields come close to breaking Joe Burrow's efficiency metrics?
Well, it depends. Yeah, I mean, Burrow left, right?
He did leave.
So, I mean, somebody said yes. We'll take those efficiency metrics.
I mean, actually, in production, on-field production, did he come close to breaking those? No.
Come on, Mike. Don't let me answer your rhetorical question with a rhetorical statement. All right, come on.
I would argue, isn't Jaden Daniels just a better version of Justin Fields?
I don't. That's highly debatable.
Just saying.
Well, one's a guy that's turning. How old Jaden Daniels going to be when he steps into the NFL? 24.
23. Yeah,
I know.
23.
When is his actual? I think you could make a case, but I don't think you can say definitively. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is. Fields, Mike, outside of the epilepsy craziness, which don't even get me started down that crap. He felt like at least I thought had decent upside with his arm. Not saying Jaden Daniels doesn't, but I thought Justin Fields was a good prospect.
He was a very good prospect.
I'm not saying Jaden Daniels isn't, for the record, but
okay. I
don't know that I can say isn't Jaden Daniels just a better version. I mean, you could argue it, but I don't think it's definitive. Right?
I'm a big fan of Matt Harmon reception perception. He's got a guy working for him, Derek Clausen, who I think is very good at evaluating quarterbacks too.
Okay.
Listen, we cream ourselves over reception perception, wide receiver charts, and all the green.
Well, that's goated, right?
Do they also do it for quarterbacks? Do you want to know who's got the best chart out of everybody in this class?
For quarterbacks?
Yep.
Like which quarterback can run the best routes?
which quarterback throws the best routes? I don't you fucking ass.
I would hope it's Daniels because he was throwing to some goated receivers.
Oh Jesus Christ! God damn.
Damn, the zingers are coming in hot, baby. No, I'm trying to stir it up. I want Mike to go on his rant. Come on, Mike.
It is Jaden Daniels. Best.
I'm trying to set you up to let you, come at random Bob, man.
Does he have some similar issues to Justin Fields? Yes. But does he have areas where he excels more than Justin Fields did as a prospect? 1,000% yes. So to say that he's just a worse version, and two, like the slander of Justin Fields, like I don't think Justin Fields is fucking terrible, Adam. I'm just saying at ADP of the 7th round, like pass on Justin Fields. Like I'm good, okay, with this situation that he's in. In all reality, I thought the Bears should have given him one more fucking year, and you should have traded this 101 pick.
I know why you say that, but there's no way I can, in my right mind, for the NFL side of it, argue taking the reset. But I do think that Justin Fields did more. I think he doesn't get enough credit for what he did do with what little he had in his time with Chicago, personally. That's just my opinion, though.
Could have done more. But really, what the fuck was he throwing to until this past year with DJ Moore?
Certainly not the guys he had at Ohio State, I'll tell you that.
Fucking Darnell Mooney was his best weapon, for fuck's sake. And that's a guy where like, oh yeah, he'd make a great wide receiver 5 or 6 for my Dynasty team now that he's in Atlanta with Kirk. That was Justin Fields' number one dude.
Darnell Mooney wouldn't make a great wide receiver 5 or 6 on any of my fantasy teams unless I'm rebuilding, all right?
He's a great best ball wide receiver.
He's a great best ball rebuilding asset, Help me stay down at the bottom.
But that's what they gave him. They gave him a subpar offensive line, little to no running game, outside of what the fuck he could do, and no weapons. And then they're like, I don't know why he failed. I don't know. Try not changing the fucking oil in your car for 3 years and then wonder why your engine blows up.
Wow, that took a very different turn than I was expecting, but I like that comp. A-Rich over. Okay, but this is a different conversation. Like A-Rich, if he hits everything, is the best quarterback in fantasy, in period.
That I wouldn't argue. Like
Right.
I would be on the A-Rich side here, guys.
Jay?
A-Rich over Daniels.
Wow. First of all, Jay
Rich
makes a
over
comment.
Caleb.
I completely forgot about AMA. And it's on X. Damn it, Jay. What the hell? What happened?
Jay, it's the same night, the same time, the same fucking day.
I mean, it actually is the same. It's the same exact time because I'm always at least like 5 to 10 minutes late. So
You
yeah,
always
it's
late. You
right.
always
So
late.
it is. What do you want from us, Jay?
Listen, what I can promise the people is Adam is not on the stream tomorrow night for the draft stream on South Harmon, so it will.
You will start on
fucking
time for sure. Easy. Like that is minus what 2,000-3,000, whatever Caleb Williams odds are. Yeah. Whatever Caleb Williams odds are, make it that. I'm with you on that. I won't even fight you, Mike. Locked in, done.
Lock that one in. Unless there's a hurricane.
A lot of these comments, I'm not even sure how. Like, there's some people throwing some real low blows out here. Chase Claypool was awesome for us. Come on, guys, get it together.
Oh, we forgot about Chase Claypool. Don't let me throw any shade at how good Chase Claypool was for the Bears.
Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you, man.
Who was that? Equanimous? Amon-Ra
St.
shittier
Brown,
brother?
Yeah. That's Amon-Ra.
Shittier
Equanimous is a pretty sweet name, though.
It is a fucking goated name.
Except for he fucking didn't do shit. Quite literally.
ESCB? ESB. I don't know where the fuck the C came from.
Random Bob, man. Listen, I will say this, all right? I love the energy you're bringing to Mike right now. And he's not a Christian Watson guy, but I just love that you're wanting people to get angry. We need more of this here in the chat.
I think Bob Man's mad because I dunked on him in general chat. The JMO's shitty.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob Man.
Hey, Bob, I'll say
it here with the 250 people watching JMO's shitty, and it's a bad bet. But it's okay for you to make it because you're a Lions fan and you're kind of a homer with it. That's fine. Make your bet. For the rest of us, normal Dynasty players, stop fucking investing in Jameson Williams. Unless it's a 5th-round pick. Then
I won't admit to being
pick
normal
him up off waivers.
in anything in life. And I will also say that I've been telling you JMO ain't it for quite some time. But, again.
You remember we had this conversation last year when he was like Dynasty wide receiver 18 or some shit. It's like, why? What the fuck for?
I know why.
Don't worry.
Because you're all idiots.
That fucking 8th-year breakout's incoming. We're just waiting.
By the way, I told you guys about Christian Watson last year. I will admit it's not fair to him because he was hurt. But
I'm supposed to down my drink and tuck in my shirt as a.
Boyle, I'll be the same place that I am right now. I'm in New York City. I'm in the BDG office. I will say this. I'm not going to be on the South Harmon stream, but I'm going to stop by a couple times. So there's going to be a bunch of people coming in and out. So, Mike, keep a spot open for me somehow with the StreamYard because I'm going to come in and I want to. That's fair. Boyle, apparently I will be only on the BDG stream. I'm not allowed on the South Harmon. Well played, buddy. I won't lie. That was awesome.
I mean, it's like tomorrow night you might be dead to me. I don't know.
That's fair. Honestly, I can't even be upset. Don't keep any spots open. I'm like, damn, wow. How my own people can turn on me so fast. That is.
See? Koopa's on board. He's like, fuck him. It's a ride or die.
All right.
Hey, you know the South Harmon way. Blood in, blood out, son.
I'll tell you one thing.
Matt Dennis, too. He already saying streamer's going to be full tomorrow.
Dude, this is Mike. I'm actually I'm pretty. This is awesome. Bye, all caps. Matt, listen. You haven't super chatted nearly enough over your time to tell me who's coming in and out of the stream, but I'll let you have it. You can definitely keep me off the stream.
The fucking South Harmon people have spoken. They have spoken. I didn't even have to do nothing.
The great part is that I won't be there to save you. From when Mike goes on his tyrants and there's no one to help intervene, y'all made your bed. Look at that shirt he's wearing. What, this shirt? Or Mike's shirt? What are you wearing, by the way? I actually can't see.
Nothing. He ain't wearing nothing.
You're not wearing nothing?
That's how Matt Dennis rolls.
Well, that's true. Matt Dennis also sometimes is naked with the door handle locked at South Harmon, but that's a different deal.
Fall the fuck off. Fold the fuck.
Wow, random Bobman's bringing lube. I'm not sure what just happened on this AMA. I'm here for it.
So Bobman's the perfect guy, right? We get in a dispute about J-Mo. He comes out here. He tries to poke the bear. And then
Mike
he says,
Mike has
his
his full schedule.
I love it.
Nice job, Pello.
Bobman, right. Google gobble one of us. Google gobble
one of.
Did you order all the sides? $28,000 for sides?
That was the problem. The sides, they did cure cancer. When DiCaprio's like trying to tell him to stop, this too far.
Yeah. What is T&J Entertainment? Go ahead, you tell. Well, that's
Are you worried Chicago takes a Dunze and sets DJM backwards? I mean,
yes.
I think Chicago's in a unique position to take another receiver. Mike, I actually have in my mock a different receiver going to Chicago at 9.
Neighbors? Yeah. I do think there's a possibility. DJ Moore is really good. Okay, he's really good. But the one thing I've always kind of been worried about with DJ Moore's dynasty value is he finally broke out last year, right? And everybody's like, this is what we've been waiting for. They get really excited. They ship off their quarterback. They're bringing a new guy in, a new guy that's taking fucking plane rides and throwing routes with him and the rest of them. And it's like, I don't know, stepping in year one, what if DJ Moore's not Caleb Williams' favorite target? Like, what if he's like third option now? He really likes to go to his new toy, Adunze. And then Mr. Consistence, Keenan Allen. And then like DJ Moore's playing third fiddle. Like, it's a scenario that could happen. I think he's fucking awesome, but I just don't know how it's going to shake out if that were to happen.
Let me ask you a question here, Mike. Let's now, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to speak on this channel yet, but I'm going to try until I'm kicked off.
You're good.
All right, Mike. Targets last year, okay? Per game. Where do you think like Keenan Allen fell into that mix?
On targets per game? Fuck, man, he got fed a lot. I'll say 9.
You're close. You're inside the top 10, which it was inside the top 10.
7?
It's getting warmer.
3. Fuck it, we'll just jump up there.
1.
Number one in targets per game.
Mike, 11 and a half. Tyreek Hill.
Oh, my God.
Tyreek Hill was at 10.7 at number 2 for the record. CeeDee Lamb, 10.6. Like, if y'all think Keenan Allen can't get open, you're fucking crazy.
He gets open.
You know what Caleb Williams as a rookie probably does, Mike, is hit a safety valve open. Getting open, you know? But, again, I like DJ Moore quite a bit. I just think he got a little overpriced in Dynasty. I think it's just the best way I could put it.
For sure. I'm interested to see where he's at like right now. Is it still stupid?
He's in like the 4th round in startups.
Oh my God. Let's go over to old Keep Trade Cut, man.
I'll pull up South Harmon ADP. You go to Keep Trade Cut. I'm gonna rep the shitheads, but it's all right.
He's trying to recover, man.
Oh no, I'm not. I know. I'm throwing shade at Cooper right now.
Wide receiver 18.
In Keep Trade Cut.
Yeah.
He's 16 in startups.
He's right.
I think that's getting closer to appropriate. Do you? Like, where would you put him? Actually, let
me ask you with some of these guys around him though, who would you rather have?
Okay.
Pittman or DJ?
Would you rather? It's Pittman. Stop.
Smitty or DJ Moore?
Pretty close. I'll take Smitty by a hair.
Guy we don't really like. Jalen Waddle or DJ Moore?
Not fucking leaving. Take DJ Moore just to do it to people that want to hate.
T. Higgins or DJ Moore?
I'm gonna take DJ Moore. I think T. Higgins though, Mike, one of those guys where maybe like you said tomorrow, like all of a sudden, like he ends up in a different situation, I could definitely have him passing DJ Moore. But for now, DJ Moore is the pick for me.
DJ Metcalf or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
You like DJ Moore more than I do.
They're close. I didn't say like it's by leaps and bounds.
I didn't say you did. I'm just saying you like him more than I do because my answer is the other guy for every one of those.
All of those? But okay, let me ask you. Give me your case for Metcalf's. What was the other person, by the way? It was Waddle.
Waddle.
All right, well, yeah, I'm good on Waddle. Go ahead and give me the case for Metcalf, though.
They could all be in the very similar situation.
Sure.
Like at least you know Metcalf's the number one going in, and that ain't changing regardless of quarterback.
Yeah, but what is the number one
he's
for him
than
with
Jason,
Geno
He's
Smith?
better than Lockett.
I don't disagree with that, for the record. I don't think anybody does. Well, I'm not going to say that. Who knows? I can't speak.
Give
for
me the number
Dynasty
one
community.
fucking wide receiver on, even if you think it's a lesser passing offense than what Caleb Williams will be with the Bears, than a guy who could be the 2 or the 3. There's my reasoning.
All right. I just, since Geno's been the quarterback, until we see a new quarterback come in, DK Metcalf has gone to, like, he still matters in best ball, but he's been a lot more mid. So I would like to see the quarterback change.
Well, who's to say DJ Moore can't be a lot more mid too?
He definitely can, but I think the quarterback situation, I don't think DJ Moore's guaranteed to not be the one. I think he still could be, but I think there's a lot more reasons to worry about that. But if you tell me that he ends up staying the one in Chicago and they get Caleb Williams, I also think there's a case to be made, Mike, for all the negative we're talking about DJ Moore, that they can't focus on DJ Moore like they used to last year. Like, you got Keenan Allen if they do, right? So I don't think it's all, doom and gloom, but I definitely have my reservations for DJ Moore.
I have DJ Moore in tier 6 for wide receivers.
Yeah,
so wide receiver 21.
Your tiers, they're very different. They're very different from mine. I still have that big tier 3, but I get what you're doing and trying to separate out some of the names because there's it's a jumbled mess. It's a jumbled mess in that range for me.
Trying to do my best. I know Trip Crown tried to get free game out of me today too. Like, hey, who
Stop
do you
it,
prefer
Trip.
out of these two guys?
You want game? It ain't free. All right. Super chat, like random Bob man. All right.
Let's go. Oh shit! I love that. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die off this one. Love you, Bob man. The porn to a minimum. That's the other one. It's the added bonus.
Did you have to type that O as a 0 for it to let you send this chat? That'd be pretty sweet.
I don't even know if I look up big ass titties.
Sheesh.
We'll see if it reflects in there. Can you see the big ass titties? No, we're good. We good. You can't see it in the reflection. You got to really zoom in.
Oh, I can see it.
You can? Here, I'll stay staring at them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I got you on this big screen in front of me, but I don't know. Maybe. On the phone? I don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe. Pause it and zoom it in, start cropping in. That'd be sweet. Actually, I really hope that everyone gets a chance to go rewatch this and see if they can find it. That'd be pretty amazing.
I'm looking forward to the zoom in.
Brandon Bob, man, listen, all I know is today you earned some serious shithead stripes. Like, these are skid marks that you just earned today in my book. This is a pretty sweet super chat right here.
Dude, we walk the line of demonetization 24/7 around here, so it just happens.
Hey, Jay, you're allowed to come to YouTube, okay? I don't know what the hell's going on with this Twitter thing, but he says shit brown. I kind of like that. Reel it back in, boys. Andrew, this is kind of what AMAs are, all right? We get a little off the rails. If you think this is bad, wait till tomorrow.
We got to get Andrew on.
No, we definitely do. Andrew. Speaking of you know how big time Andrew's gotten now? He's like, hey, man, I'd love to get you on for a show. I'm like, hey, man, do you want to get me on? He's like, maybe after the draft. It's kind of busy right now. I was like, oh, shit. I'm catching strays from everybody, man. Jeez.
Andrew, May 15th. Want to do it? We'll put you on the schedule.
Done. May 15th, Andrew. Lock it in. We won't take no for an answer. AMA.
Yeah. The best, if you fuck this up,
I get to fire your ass.
Fire your ass.
It's a win-win for me, Mike, honestly. He says done,
He said
by the
done.
way.
All right,
All
we're
right,
May 15th.
it's official. Dude, we got AMAs out, what, 3 weeks now? Let's go.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us being productive.
I better be careful, Mike, because at this rate, if I miss an AMA, I'm never getting back on the way that people want me gone. I better not miss a single AMA.
Fuck, Cooper's going to hit you now. We could.
May 15th is Matt's birthday. Well, happy birthday. You aren't welcome on the stream. You can super chat, all right? I'm just kidding.
Matt, we'll get you on an AMA too, but we're going to do a trial run on the draft. You know,
yeah, we're going to see how you do. I got hope, but it's kind of like my field's hopium.
I've been meaning to hop on Matt's show, but you know, he never hits me back.
I never got an invite, so yeah, it's.
Oh shit! Look at the shade. Never invited.
I love fucking with Matt.
He knew you were too big time.
Debo or DJ Moore?
Ooh,
DJ Moore.
I'll take DJ
Moore,
Moore, but
for sure.
Yeah, I'll take DJ Moore.
Not particularly close.
No cap.
Although I'll admit, I mean, I don't know, Geist, if you know this, I'm kind of the known Debo hater relative to ADP, so take that for what you will.
Dude, I love it. Somebody just tagged me on Twitter with the 22nd pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Cooper DeJean, cornerback, Iowa, and then they put the fucking jersey up with him wearing number 3, and it says DeJohn.
DeJohn.
Adam, I won't spoil tomorrow or Friday show, but there's a good prediction around that one. Good prediction.
Andrew, I think it's time you go to bed, buddy. All right? Stop. It's going to happen tomorrow, one way or the other. Stop trying to, force something into existence. I think he's trying at this point, Mike, to, manifest something that's going to happen.
He really wants it. I feel bad for him, though. He's a Vikings fan. He's never
Mike,
experienced
I've told
of success.
Sure. And I'll tell him, Mike, as a guy who's got – this is now the 3rd year in a row, Mike. You want to talk about orphan type shit, okay? The 3rd year in a row I don't have a first-round pick to watch, and I know the outcome of the quarterback's been shit too.
Yeah.
I'm here to fuck everyone's day up. I'm having a bad time. You guys are all having a bad time. Right?
I mean –
is that fair?
You can just hit him with the Jerry Jones. We were the 24th best team in the league. That's why we picked 24.
Now, Mike, I'll say this too. I know that Andrew is going to buy a Vikings jersey if they get one of McCarthy, Maye, or somehow Jaden Daniels. I know that he won't, so I will be the person that buys him a Bo Nix or a Penix jersey if that's what takes place. I'll be that guy for him.
I'm fucking tapping in for that episode too when he's got to wear that thing.
Oh, I'll take care of you, buddy. I know as a fan you'll reluctantly wear it, but you'll wear it.
I mean, that's like calling up your exes and letting them know that you got herpes and they should probably go get checked. It's the same kind of feeling. Like, I don't want to do this, but hey, I know we smashed a few weeks ago. You might want to go get checked. Sorry, Andrew.
Oh my goodness, brother. How the fuck am I supposed to try to continue? All right.
What?
Someone. No, it's just someone give me a real question. That's awesome. Is Jerry Jones now a worse owner than Al Davis was at the end? That's a low bar, frankly.
Dude, and you might be right.
Jay Ellis. Right. What?
What? Just me? You guys have never had to do that? That's fair.
Oh. That's fair. Dude, that C4 ain't doing nothing right now. I can't breathe. Oh.
That's fair. I thought it was universal.
Let me add. Oh, God. Mike, I think that I can't quite go there. I think Jerry's done a lot of getting in his own way, but dude, Al Davis was just doing the craziest. He was doing the most.
Jerry's made better picks, at least, right?
Right. Dude, Darius Hayward-Bay is, in my still opinion, the most wild thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is that not?
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
I mean, that was just... Not to mention a kicker. A kicker. What about a kicker?
Yeah, the only pick I've seen that was worse than that is when the Vikings took Christian Ponder. Shots fired, Andrew. Your organization sucks.
Dude, Christian Ponder, man. That's a good tool.
What the fuck? It was like when Bo Nix goes top 5. Why? What are we doing?
I mean,
Do you
I
think
don't know.
Andrew had a Christian Ponder jersey?
Oh, 100%. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
If he didn't, we should get him one as a gift.
Dude, that's not a bad.
Peace
I like
offering.
where your head's at. Mike, because
A peace offering. Here you go, Andrew.
I'll tell you what, we go to DHgate, Mike, and we just get him Knicks or Penix, and we throw in the Ponder here. You got one past time and present. You're good. You got all the tenses covered, you know?
Give him both. Tavares Jackson, we could get him one of those.
Okay, that even
Cross
feels.
the line.
Andrew, I hope, plug your ears, buddy. That's Tavares Jackson. That's a crazy fool. Koopa, can I introduce you to one Tyrone Tracy? Oh, okay. So the question that Koopa has, real question, what RB, if they are drafted to the Chargers, does not impact Gus Bus?
Doesn't impact us?
I mean, I don't know that they can.
Estime? Because he's like the same as Gus, but
Well, I feel like
shouldn't.
estimates would definitely impact Gus Bus because they're the same thing. I guess I feel like Koopa's trying to ask the question: is there a running back that still lets Gus Bus be the de facto goal line back, right?
Yeah.
And who would that be? Bucky Irving?
Yes, Bucky. Bucky would be. I'd say maybe Jalen Wright, but Jalen Wright's big enough to like.
I
just
think
take
Jalen
that
Wright
over.
could end up being fucking him.
Yeah, it could be him.
What about
You know,
Will
like
Shipley?
Yeah, Will Shipley. He does have enough size, and he's got a decent enough portfolio around the goal line. But I could see where Gus wouldn't be impacted.
Dylan Labe. There we go.
Dylan Labe.
Good.
There you go.
Dude, Eric
wins it.
Eric has been here this entire time. Quiet.
Silently
That
fucking
is
just-
tremendous. Eric, I am
What
so
a
proud of
pull.
you right now. And yes, of course. I know you guys don't want me here, but I make good calls from time to time. Not all the time. Most of the times I make shitty calls, but
Jaden Sheridan.
jeez. Okay. Xavier Worthy or Troy Franklin, who has less a chance of being a bust?
Less
I'm gonna
chance
just-
of being a bust.
I'm going to try to get the double negative out, Mike, and I'm just going to answer the question as who's a bigger bust between the two. I'm not sure which way we're supposed to answer this.
Who do I feel better about?
Yeah.
Worthy.
Do you? Really?
Yes.
I
I think
think
Troy
on the,
Franklin has more of that profile where it's like if you were to tell me like which one would bust out, it would be Troy.
I can understand what you're saying. I see a scenario where Xavier Worthy ends up being just a speedster. And I do think, though, that Troy Franklin could end up being a bust. I think both these guys have bust potential. I think Worthy is more likely of a bust based on – I still kind of like Troy Franklin, but I'll admit there's some scary shit about his profile the more I've dug in, man. Like, I'm sorry. He's not the wide receiver that I thought I was going to get 2 to 3 months ago, frankly.
So they're both speedsters. They're both better route runners than what they get credit for. I will say that for both of them. But the difference is one of them is 6 foot tall, more of a stocky profile, quick, better acceleration. I would say Troy Franklin takes longer to get up to his long speed, like a little bit longer to get up to it, just because of his build, right? Like this is a 6'2", 6'3" guy who's very, very slender. Like that's a guy you can get fucking hands on and knock him off his route very easily. You don't see it as much with Xavier Worthy because
Matt, you'll have
Kinda
your
like-
chance tomorrow, okay?
kind of like fucking Tank Dell, like you just can't get your fucking hands on him to begin with. Like here today, gone tomorrow. Like he's more of that kind of guy. So if you were to tell me like which one would be more likely to bust out, I would say it's the guy who's the bigger target to like get bodied by the NFL corners.
Yeah, I mean,
Xavier
Xavier
Worthy,
Worthy
I
versus
think,
press is pretty rough, brother. You see that? Speaking of perception, Matt Harmon, go check that out. Xavier
But I
Worthy's
think that's
little-
more of a profile when you get to the NFL that the NFL teams are going to go like, yeah, we're not going to exclusively use you outside as like an X role. We're going to put you in the Z. We're going to put you in the slot. We're going to put you in motion where they can't get hands on you. They can't press you. Troy Franklin, just because he's tall, feels like teams are going to go like, yeah, this is their dude who's going to play outside almost exclusively and not get too creative with him. So I don't know. If I got to put money on them, I would say Troy Franklin. They're not far apart, though. It's not like it's...
I was going to say, I actually kind of like disagreeing with Mike, but at the same time, what are we arguing here? Like, I feel like we're splitting hairs. Like, these guys both have pretty decent chances of busting. I think they both could end up being something. But if you tell me, Mike, in 2 years that either one of these guys are a bust, you and me are not going to be like, no chance. We did not see that coming, man.
Correct.
Like, that's what I'm trying to say.
The only ones I have that opinion on is if you told me Marv, Malik Neighbors, or Roman Dunze were busts. Be like, oh, fuck.
No, those I will say, Mike, I don't see a single one of them when I look at the profile today being a bust. So, like, I would agree with that, but I won't be surprised if one of them still ends up being a bust. Like, that's just kind of how things go in Dynasty a lot of times, right?
I wouldn't even say bust. I would say more along the line
They disappoint. Underwhelming. Yeah, correct.
More of a Drake London to this point in his career. How about that?
What about a guy that do you think there's any one of them could actually bust, like not be a guy that we really want to have in 2 years? Like Drake London never left that category, really. You know what I mean?
So would you put that as like a Jerry Jeudy?
Yes.
A Jerry Jeudy type?
Yes.
I don't know if this is hot takey or not, but no. I don't even think on their worst days they can fall to Jerry Jeudy.
That's not hot takey. I think it's right now it's hard to see that. I agree with you, but I just think the odds of all three of these guys, as great as they are, all being elite is probably also not going to be the case. I can't poke a hole in any one of their profiles for the record, but what's up, Jay? Huh?
Hey, we got it.
Dude, look at this. He's on YouTube, man. Come on.
Welcome to South Harmon.
What the fuck?
I was trying to get it restarted for him, buddy. You know?
Welcome to South Harmon.
Come on now. Do the intro for him. Like, here, you're here, you know?
What the fuck?
That was awesome. Sorry, Jay. I had to do that for you. What part of New York am I in? It's Manhattan. Brian Thomas Jr. feels like he's most likely to be disappointing of the highly drafted guy. Well, fair, but I put him in a different. I would agree, Andrew, but I also put him in a different category than the big three.
Different tier.
Yeah, for sure.
Different tier. Yeah.
100. By the way, Jay, we appreciate the super chat. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. I know you was on. The intro explodes my eardrums every time. My life is Dane Cook. Joke. I hope you're happy. I am happy, actually. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty happy. Mike, I'll tell you what. We'll pick two questions. Oh, dude, 10 team. This is Mike.
God
Come on,
damn
buddy.
it.
Chris Cash, baby. Cash rules everything around me. 10 teams, start 10. Mike, oh, your favorite. Superflex, PPR, half tight end premium, but not required to start a tight end. Oh, so fuck those tight ends. Fuck them. 6-point passing touchdown. My team is Kirk, Geno, Dimes, Minshew, Darnold, Brissett. Goodness. Brissett and 10 team? I mean, we can just cut these guys, right? Running backs are Stevenson, Charbonnet, Rico. He's got Jefferson, Chase, Addison, Kupp, Hopkins, Michael Wilson, Rondale, Kincaid. He's got 101, 105, 107. Contender or pretender? Superflex. Quarterbacks are Kirk and Geno and Dimes. You could probably get away with it if you had a second mid guy. Like I feel like you have one mid and one trash option. The wide receivers are dope though. I mean, and you got 101, so you lock up. I would think in this format you lock up Marv. I feel like you're on the outside looking in, but you're not far. You got to get better running backs too, like Stevenson, and Charles, and Rico. Pretender, yeah, for sure.
10 team. Pretender.
Yeah, I'm with you. You need you probably need another year of rebuilding. Personally, Chris, that's where I would be. Granted, actually, Andrew's the guy you want to ask for the 10-team stuff. I don't
Is Andrew a big 10-team fan?
Yeah.
God damn it! There's another fucking knock against Andrew. Andrew, come on,
Mom, the meatloaf.
I'm trying to help you out.
We won it now.
You're not making it fucking easy, okay?
Oh, Andrew, Andrew. Andrew knows I'm ruthless. I love him to death. I really do, but I'm ruthless to him.
You're not making this fucking easy. Get rid of your 10-team leagues. Jesus Christ.
Mike, you can't tell the guy that does Dynasty to get out of Dynasty. If you got rid of 10 teams, what do we do?
I'm telling him to get 2 more friends. For fuck's sake.
Mike, those people he plays with, those can't be his friends. I'm just... Have you seen what he does to these people? It's borderline. You got to close your eyes, you know? Mike, do you think Fangio will be able to utilize the Georgia players properly? Go Birds.
Yes. If anyone can, it's going to be Vic. So I'm expecting, for those of you in IDP 101, 202, Nolan Smith is somebody I'm pretty fucking excited about to see how Fangio uses this year. And, which is also another reason that I think Cooper DeJean at 22, if we stick and pick because of his versatility in a Fangio defense, is somebody I'm really fucking excited about them getting. Maybe, Adam, how about this? I got a player comp for you for Cooper DeJean. Hot take, boy. I'm ending it on this fucking show.
Oh, no.
Cooper DeJean comps most closely to Jalen Ramsey. Pow.
No, I hope that cup's empty and been emptied a couple times because we are, there it is, baby. I'll tell you one thing. If you want Mike to disappoint, it will not be in the drinking category. Best fucking believe that.
World champ.
I don't really see I don't know if you already talked about this, but any running backs you're trying to sell before tomorrow night, all of them.
Zamir White.
Zamir's.
Williams.
I'm not as in on the Kyron thing. Wow, Marcus. Hold on. Pause the music.
Pause
Mike.
the music.
We're not.
Marcus.
We ain't going nowhere.
Son of a bitch. 10 team, but I love you, Marcus, for the super chat.
I said 2 questions. Marcus makes it happen with the super chat on 10 team, and we're starting 8, Mike. This is such a great way to end the AMA. Dogs, we're starting 6.
It might be just 8 offense with the kid. I don't know. Fucking Marcus, tell us.
All right, hold on. He won the chip. Vote, and the league voted for a dispersal if we have a repeat champ. He's low-key salty because they made the rule change when. I think he's still typing. Marcus, for $10, you can take your time, get that second part in. Yeah, man. Well, I will say I wouldn't be super salty, Marcus. You won. You've got your money. Like, this is a perfect time to get out, right? Like,
enjoy your 10-team league, fuckers.
I won. Anyway, I traded away depth for some picks. I got 101, 104, 105. Traded 104, 105 for 102. So you got 101 and 102. Yeah, listen. It's okay. You still won, you know?
Yeah. And now you're boosting it up a little bit.
And now it
also feels like this is like a money league for him where it's like I got to put these guys as dependents on my tax return, you know?
Right. Actually, you could be like, hey, Andrew, here. This is a 10-team league. You take over. I get half of the winnings when you win, and we're good. I don't have to fuck with this no more. You know?
Hit Andrew up. We got your style. We know you can't fuck with 12-team leagues. Here's a 10-teamer for you.
All right, man. I am excited about tomorrow. I'm ready for draft days.
He's got a third part. He didn't give me the third one.
Debating in a league this shallow. All right, boys. I'm out of here. Laughing my ass off. Andrew, I will see you tomorrow. He's debating in the league this shallow with Burrow and Herbert at QB. Do I go Marv Neighbors? In 10-team, hell yes.
Yes, no question.
If you decide to stay in the league,
Ayuk,
yes.
Nico, and Tyreek, now Marv and Neighbors. Your quarterbacks are fine. It's a 10-team league. Nobody really gives a fuck about 10-team leagues or the quarterbacks in 10-team leagues, as long as they're not Daniel Jones.
We've come a long way from wide receivers don't matter. I want them all.
Fucking Andrew shooting shots as we leave. This son of a bitch. Like, I was on your side.
See, Andrew, every now and again, Andrew comes out like, okay. I like that, man. I like that Andrew.
I hope you motherfuckers draft Bo Nix tomorrow night at 11.
Anytime, Marcus. Apparently, Mike, we ain't going nowhere.
MB.
This reminds me of when Mike had to take a shit on the 66th another Grammy. Mike, at least a 12 team to get you out of here, huh? CJ and Nico for Dak and St. Brown.
Dak and St. Brown. Massive up tier from St. Brown to from Nico to St. Brown. And the CJ.
Tell me the difference between CJ and Dak other than age.
Other than market value.
Age is just a number.
Fantasy production, they could be the fucking exact same at the end of the year.
Or Dak could beat him like he did this year.
And Dak could beat him like he did this year. Yeah, this is Dak.
What I see is the two best scorers on one side. So that's just me.
Sure thing, buddy. Damn,
go get that.
All right.
Go get that almond rock.
We love y'all. Thank you. We'll be back here same time, same place next week. Don't forget draft streams, whether it's BDG with Andrew and Adam and Nick on BDG.
Be
but
a
you
part
better
of
come check out ours
Look at this.
too, motherfuckers.
Look at this.
South Harmon.
Yes, you should.
What the fuck?
Put them both on. All right, 2 devices. It's 2024.
It's 2024. You can do both.
Don't make it weird. Put them both on.
It's not you, Jay. It's not you, because you're my love. It's Andrew coming in here with the fucking Jay.
What is happening?
How much
Dude, this
music
is
do you got?
Mike.
Like,
This is a fucking community. Oh, I got plenty.
Matt, I will see your ass tomorrow night. 7:30 sharp. Don't fucking be late. Don't be Adam.
Money to burn, baby. Matt Dennis. I tell you what, Matt. What's the over/under for Matt tomorrow? Super chats.
Super chats for Matt tomorrow.
On stream. On set.
Can I set it really low? Knowing the over is gonna hit.
No.
I don't want to give him fucking ideas.
No. Be better than that, Mike. No.
Dude, last year, he got me fucking drunk. Like, I was drunk.
Mike, what was I? Sober? Yes, we were hammered.
I could barely make it upstairs to my bed, for
Brother,
fuck's sake.
I will say Saturday at noon was a painful
Saturday
walk.
was fucking brutal. 7
Bruh,
but we did it.
I barely made it on the stream on time. I'm talking about on time. I was on time, but it was by the skin of my teeth, buddy. And I barely brushed my teeth. It was rough.
Hey,
I'll just say
I got a shower in, I shoveled shit in my face so I'd have some sustenance.
That sounds awful. Shoveling shit in your mouth.
Hey, that's what happens. That's how we roll.
Yeah,
it's like when I call my ex-girlfriends, let them know I got herpes.
I think that is about as time to go as it could possibly be. We love y'all. We'll see you back here, same time, same place next week after the NFL draft to discuss. We aren't! Mike! What the fuck is going on?
Marcus is
the man. All y'all are the shitheads.
Big ass titties. Let's go.
We love y'all. We'll see you back here, same time, same place with the NFL draft intact. We're out of this thing. Peace.